Alrighty, mateys, we are back. We are back for Survivor Season 7. Sorry, I couldn't resist. It's Season 7, Survivor Pearl Islands, the season of piracy. First off, Mike, first off, I'm your friendly neighborhood dad hat wearing dad hat. Next to me, as always, my buddy MJ Duplessis. How's everything going?
Good. How you doing, bro?
It's been a minute. Life be lifing as always, but we always find our way back, be able to get some recording done. But what was your initial like? The theming is very pirate life,
I love it.
and I'm a bit. I mean, I have a damn pirate tattoo on my arm. So
Yeah, I know you.
like,
Now I know
my.
why you were obsessed with getting to this season.
Well, I mean, I'm more obsessed about getting to next season, but this is a good one too. But I'm a big pirate guy. Like, I love the history of piracy. Like, um, like even my youngest, like, he'll be like, "What's that?" And I'm like, "I'm a pirate." Like, I'm a pirate. So I love it. I love the character that you get that everybody seems to love from this season, who is a pirate of his own. We'll get to that, but here we are, the last season before we get to All Stars. So we got two tribes named poetically after two famous pirates, Drake and Morgan, named after Sir Francis Drake and Henry Morgan. So again, the theming is there. The logo has a pirate ship named. We are off the coast of Panama. In the Pearl Islands. But let me get to. I'm already messing up things. All right. So.
Yeah. So first episode right off the bat, Jeff says y'all ain't taking shit.
Yeah, you got your luggage down below.
The clothes on your back.
Yeah. What did you think of this? So different. Like, there's women in dresses, men in nice suits. Like,
yeah, that was hilarious. I loved it because, again, as a pro wrestling fan, I like a good swerve. I like a good, wrench in the plan.
Yeah.
So that was entertaining, especially watching the guys in the suits. Like, really? I'd be hearing like Gucci and Marnie and like all these guys are like, we were here to hang out for a few days, get to know these women, and you're gonna fuck this up?
Yeah.
They were not happy.
I mean, you got to think about it too. In a real survival case, that's possible. If you're in a plane crash or you're in a boating accident, you're going to be stuck with whatever you're. So, I mean, I like the twist with that. Yeah. Jeff at least was like, I'm going to give you a fighting chance. Here's your tennis shoes. Like, here's your sneakers.
Yeah.
Like, you have to at least give them that little bit of a bone.
Yeah.
Like, here's also something very different that they do, which I thought was really cool, and I don't know if they've done it since. They give them Panamanian money, a very little bit of Panamanian money, and they can go to this small village in Panama. Jeff says from the get-go, it is market day, it is open. Get what you need. Like, get what you think is going to be essential. What you might find essential might not be the same thing as what's essential for the other tribe. You can barter. If you get something and think you can barter that for something else, if you've got stuff on you, barter. Like, get what you can. But the big thing was also you have to save up enough money to be able to charter a boat to get yourself to your camp. What did you think of this? Because this is so new and different.
Fucking loved it. There was so many aspects right away that like made this entertaining. To like Sandra,
who speaks the language.
Yeah, speaks the language. She's able to communicate with the locals. You got Austin over here like telling the women of his tribe, hey, flash some skin to get what we need.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. And then you have, I think, everyone's favorite person in this fucking season,
Rupert,
going right away and stealing stuff
Yeah, he's a pirate. I mean, he is a pirate. The other tribe sits their stuff down beside him and leaves.
And he swipes it so quickly.
He steals their shoes. He says, "Go barter this for something. Like, don't get caught with it." Like, brilliant, brilliant.
Yes, and then you see the difference between the two tribes right away.
Organization versus chaos.
Yeah, Drake is killing it. Sandra's got this down to a T, and then you have Tijuana, who is disrespectful as fuck, and that shit's a mess in Morgan.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The stealing of the shoes to me is like maybe top 10 non-gameplay moments.
Yeah,
in Survivor history.
Because it was very petty. Like, Rupert, you didn't have to do that, but
they got more stuff for it, and they were very much more equipped than the other tribe. So we get through that. But yeah, I mean, you get T, who, I mean, is disrespecting, saying that, they didn't get what they paid for and giving their money back. And I thought the really funny part of where you got Sandra, who speaks the language, and the other cast member who doesn't, and the native woman wants to keep the English speaking woman, and Sandra's just like, no, she wanted to keep her, keep her. Yeah. she's like, in a sexual way, and I'm like, y'all are funny. Y'all are so funny.
So, fun fact, I don't know if this is where she's born. Where she was born, I didn't read up on this. But Sandra, at this time, under her name, when her name would pop up and the city she's representing pops up, says Fort Lewis, Washington.
All right.
That is, my dad was in the Army.
Yeah.
Fort Lewis is where he was stationed and where I was born.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool little, okay, I got some connection here. So I'm like, okay, I see now where Mike's favorite is, going through the season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to get a lot of hate for this. Sandra is considered by many to be the GOAT of all time of Survivor. Yeah, she's probably not even in my top 10.
Damn.
So I'll get some hate for that. I'm sure I'll get some hate for that. She's good. She's really good. But to me, I don't she's real quick to set out of a challenge. She's real quick to be. I mean, I do love her gameplay in this. We'll talk about it as we get through the episodes because she says it more than once. As long as it ain't me. As long as it's not me, I don't care. I'll vote forever. As long as it's not me. Mm-hmm. I'll give her that. So everybody, both tribes, they get their supplies. They charter a boat. They get to their camps. I get the Morgan tribe, and of course, it's the first night on Survivor. Everybody's having a hard time sleeping. I don't know. Crabs are biting them. Morgan,
you have the mosquito situation.
Yeah. And you got, again, we start seeing the difference in dynamics in the camps very, very well. You got Drake, who is happy and celebratory, and they're drinking because they got whiskey. And I'm sure we're going to talk a lot about him. Good old Mr. Johnny Fairplay.
Fucking love this man.
Johnny Fairplay, who gets plastered night one. Johnny Fairplay. So for you, the audience who's watching this, who just knows that we do pro wrestling content as well. Johnny Fairplay leaves Survivor and becomes a character of himself in total nonstop action wrestling.
And that's how I first saw him. Yeah. I had heard about the episode before.
Yeah.
And then he jumped up when he jumps on NWA TNA in those early pay-per-view days. I was like, okay, this dude plays a great heel, and he's kind of a jackass.
Yeah. And you get so many wrestling references throughout the entire almost everybody he votes for gets some type of wrestling reference, which is hilarious.
Whether Randy Savage or Rick or
Rhino on the
that's so good.
Yeah. of course, the next day though, Morgan tribe, they're super dehydrated because they've been drinking,
Yeah.
and but they get their map for the well to the map.
Morgan doesn't use their map,
Morgan,
and that pissed me off. Like, they don't use their map until like an hour in of like, oh, maybe we should use this to
yeah,
find where our well is.
yeah. You got some outcasts in the Morgan tribe, or no, I mean in in the Morgan tribe. Um, Lillian or Lil, as she gets called, and they call him Skinny Ryan. But
Yes,
they're the
Skinny
ones actually
Ryan.
doing some of the work, even though the quote unquote leader of the tribe, Savage, doesn't give them the credit for it. Like, um,
He's a
so
dick.
we will talk about this, I'm sure, in the last episode of this, but I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here. This season has probably my least favorite contestant of all time. Do you think you can guess who it is?
I'm gonna either guess fucking Savage, Burton, or Sean.
Neither one, not one of those three.
Who?
Fucking Lil. I can't stand that woman, her gameplay, or anything she does in this entire season.
What's with your issue with Grandma Lillian?
Like, she plays the most backtracking game.
Oh, she does. She does do
She
a lot of
does
backflips.
nothing.
She does.
She does nothing. She can't, and she gets caught in her lies later, and she's just like, I wouldn't have used the Boy Scouts, and I wouldn't have come in this uniform. You did that as a gameplay, or else you wouldn't have had it.
That, okay, I can understand that.
Like
She gets a
no.
guilty conscience very easily.
If she cried one more time, I am. Here's the good thing: she never plays again, which I'm so happy about.
That's funny.
So, yes, Lil. So when I talk about Lil this season, God, she pisses me off. Yeah, she pisses me off. We get the first immunity challenge. Very different. It's always some kind of like big physical thing the first time, and this is the no difference. We get the pirate theming still. They have to transport a cannon through the jungle along a course that goes from one side of the island to the other. There's obstacles they got to get the cannon through. The first tribe to bring their cannon through the finish line wins immunity. I kind of tie it to that immunity or that challenge we saw a couple seasons back where they had the big super weighted dummy they had to travel through the jungle with.
Yeah,
it's this, but this is a freaking cannon.
Yeah.
Which is metal and iron and very, very heavy. You got dudes getting naked in the first challenge.
I forgot that happened.
Yeah. Morgan starts off with a lead. But then Morgan starts to be kind of a dominant leader in this challenge until the end when their cannon gets stuck, and then Drake just cuts them off.
Yep, and then dominates the rest of the way.
Yeah.
So the end of this first episode had a lot of twists and turns.
Well, you get Andrew too, who's trying to be the coach, be the leader, and doing pep talks, and I'm like, shut up, dude.
Yeah, no, as Savage is, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this dude. Because beginning of after the immunity challenge, you think Lillian and Ryan S are on the chopping block, they're the outcasts and shit, and then out of nowhere, Nicole runs her mouth.
Very much so. I feel bad for her anyway. She's probably got the worst of it all in what she's wearing. That dress is skin tight. The second it gets wet, it's even more skin tight.
Yeah,
Like I felt so bad for her.
yeah, but she definitely deserved her comeuppance after what she did.
Yeah, because Lillian thinks she's at risk because she's the oldest woman. Um, Nicole wants to out Tijuana.
For
Um,
some out of nowhere, just
um,
because they don't get along.
Lillian runs her mouth to T about Nicole's plan. T then, of course, can't trust Nicole. Uh, and I mean, doing that, Lil probably did save her life in that game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like without a doubt. So Nicole, hot lady in the hot blue dress, like that probably can't move at all with what she's wearing. First one voted out.
Yeah.
First one gone. We get to episode 2. Now again, we're having a hard time sleeping throughout the night. It's cold.
Drastic weather changes in Panama is
Mm-hmm.
wild.
But at Drake, Rupert immediately becomes a provider.
Fishing King.
Fishing king. And this will become a trend with him because he like he's known for being a provider. Like that is the role that like we saw it with Richard Hatch,
Yeah.
catching fish and everything. Rupert takes it up to another level. Takes it up to another level. But he's just so good at catching it. And like it's like breathing for him being in the water. Ryan S, Skinny Ryan,
He's not
over at
fit for these
Morgan
fucking challenges
is
at all.
he's struggling. He feels like he's under a lot of pressure. Savage is talking shit about him. Like I feel bad for the kid.
Yeah.
Like he just seems like it's like, oh, there's the unpopular kid at the table over here, and here's everybody else on the popular table.
Yeah.
Like that's it. But we get a reward challenge first. So both tribes have a treasure chest that's underwater. Each player must dive to the ocean to retrieve a pre-placed item, put it in the treasure chest. Once all the items are in the chest, the contestants, as a full tribe, they've got to grab the chest and swim it to shore. The first tribe to bring the chest to the shore wins reward. For the reward, both tribes were given a shovel. Jeff explains that there is an actual treasure buried at each camp. The winning tribe will be given the first of 3 pieces to a map that will help them to find the treasure. In addition, the winning tribe would have to send another. This is what I love about the season. The winning tribe, piracy. Again, all the theming, which is I feel like is something lacking. A lot of people online talk about this right now. Like Jeff, Probst, please bring CBS, bring back theming. But like it's piracy. The winning tribe gets to go loot something from the other tribe. Like it works. It makes total sense. But Skinny Ryan has the issue in the challenge, just like he was worried about. Like, does not do so well, and kind of cost Morgan the entire thing.
Yeah. He's not athletic, and his brain just shuts down in pressure moments.
Yeah. Some people aren't good in high stakes moments like that. Drake sends Sandra over to Morgan's camp, and they stole Morgan's tarp.
Yes. So,
go ahead.
Tijuana's rudeness to Sandra during this little situation.
Yeah.
I was shocked Sandra didn't smack her across the face.
She probably would have.
Yeah.
If this was Sandra in years to come, then yes. She probably would have. But she's still first time player Sandra here. But yeah, Morgan they were saucy that she took that, and they snapped at her.
Yeah. It's like, it's part of the game. Shut up.
But she's also asking them to help take the tarp down because she doesn't want to ruin their shelter.
Yeah.
Like Morgan is the whiniest tribe I think we've seen so far.
Absolutely.
And I'm taking that into consideration with Africa, with the youngins in
Yeah.
the group. Like,
They even got their shit together though. Like
yeah.
Morgan, the whole time was just like, nope, we're
Yeah.
gonna. Even when they hit the merge, the Morgan people were like, yeah,
So we're in episode 2, right? We're in episode 2 here. Episode 2, Austin is already considering quitting the game.
yeah,
Jeff has the most badass moment in the season dealing with Austin later on. We'll get to it. But Austin already, episode 2, considering quitting the game.
yeah. Um,
Like,
the immunity challenge.
and that upset Savage too, because Savage sees him as a big number and a
Yeah,
big part of what's going to move him forward because he's athletic, he's young, he's loyal.
we have the Rupert getting pissed about the spear.
Sean went fishing. Sean went fishing. Lost the head of the fishing spear.
Fucking Rupert screaming in the ocean on episode 2 was not something I was expecting.
For being as sometimes as goofy as he is, man, I would not want to piss off that man.
No,
He's on TikTok. He's on TikTok.
Really? I have
Yeah.
to follow him.
Yeah, he's on TikTok. Age. So I mean, this was 2000 and what 3. So this was 22 years ago. So add 22 more years on top of him. But I mean, he gets out in the ocean and he makes a pattern. He just goes up and down, find in the area where Sean was. He ends up finding the head of the spear. Like, and I mean, again, you see this with Rupert. Like he is very protective of that spear.
Yeah.
From now on.
I don't blame him though.
No. Look, I'm providing you with food. Y'all want to continue to eat? Let me do it. If you don't want to eat, vote me out or let somebody else fish. Like, it's not hard. We'll get to the immunity challenge for this one. Each tribe would capture 3 members of the opposing tribe. The other castaways have to try to free their captured tribe mates, then overcome a series of obstacles in order to raise a flag. First tribe to raise the flag wins immunity. I don't really remember this challenge, to be honest.
It's been a while since I watched, so
Right. But so obviously nothing super memorable happened. But Morgan lost the challenge.
yeah, Drake wins again.
Drake's on that winning spree. So we either have this thing about Survivor. We either have really well matched tribes that go back and forth, or there's just dominance. Like it's one of those two.
They get back to their lands, and this is where Austin is telling people to vote them out.
Yep, and that makes Tijuana mad.
Yeah, it makes Tijuana and Savage like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. But it's kind of like how Dina last season was like, look, we're not letting you go to mess up our game. Sorry, you're a part of this now. So I mean, it was kind of the same kind of feeling.
Absolutely.
But so Austin did not get his wish. He is not the one voted out. But Skinny Ryan went home.
Yeah.
Skinny Ryan is the one that goes home. Episode 3. Clearly, we've got a dominant tribe. We've got a non-dominant tribe here. The dominant tribe is one that also gets along better with everybody, where the other one does not. Morgan tribe starts off, they're talking about their misfortunes.
Austin got his motivation back, and Lillian is pissed that her best friend is gone.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I don't have any sympathy for you, old lady. Sorry. I can't stand her, man. Like, rewatching this season, as soon as I saw her, I was like, motherfucker, I forgot this was that season.
That's hilarious.
Whole time. That's why I was just like, man, let's get... That might have been why I kept messaging you, being like, have you finished yet? Can we get through? It's a great season, except for her.
Andrew's trying to do this motivational speaking thing.
Quit trying to be a coach. Quit trying to rally your troops. Drake tries to look for their buried treasure. They had to guess where it would be along the shoreline, thinking that it would only be available during low tide, but they didn't find it. It's just very different. You've got one team that's the thriving team that's trying to, build the community and what's going to move them forward, and you've got the tribe that's not successful, that is like they're still nitpicking over what each individual person does.
This episode had my favorite argument of the goddamn season.
What was it?
Sandra and Johnny arguing over who the fucking better swimmer is.
Oh, yes.
Like, what a dumb thing to argue over, and it's hilarious.
John and Sandra are like oil and water, man. They just do not mix.
Loved this.
No.
I watched that little section over at least 5 times because it was the dumbest thing to argue over.
Seriously. I'm sure Rupert's just in the background being like, "Oh, kids, stop!" Like,
Jeff was like, "Are we really arguing over who swims better? Like, this is a thing?"
Well, I mean, both of them do kind of suck in the water.
They do. That's what made it hilarious.
Yeah, they both sucked
in that challenge. I
Uh,
was like, "Oh, this is phenomenal."
So for the reward challenge, each tribe is given 2 boats and a fisherman hook. They must try to sink both of the opposite tribe's boats. The hooks could be used to remove plugs that covered holes along each side of the boat. The last tribe floating wins baskets, mattresses, pillows, and another piece of the map from the treasure chest, or for the treasure chest. Again, love it. Themed challenges, like pull plugs, sink somebody's ship.
By the way, this is the first time in 3 episodes we hear Rhino talk.
It is. Rhino finally begins to be a character.
And it's a motivational speech, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I forgot he was there until episode 3.
Well, yeah. Well, it's funny too because like Rupert says later on, like if he had been on the other tribe, him and Rhino might have run the game together.
Yeah.
Like, because they're both very upright, honest people. Well, Rhino just got the short end of the stick and was with Savage.
Yeah, but like between him and Tijuana, who also just plays the fucking background for most of this fucking season, I forgot those two were sometimes a part of the show.
This show really focuses on like 5 to 6 people the entire season. Like this one season. But yeah, John wanted Sandra to sit out the reward challenge. And that made Sandra mad. But once again, Drake does end up winning the reward challenge. Just Morgan is, man, they don't know what to do at this point. And the lows keep coming because the next day, Lil you're a Boy Scout leader. But you go out to go fishing and you lose the fishing hooks.
Yeah.
Clearly, you don't understand the motto of the Boy Scouts of always being prepared there, Lil. Yeah. Drake decides not to go look for the treasure, but they're discussing what they should go and take from Morgan this time because they get to loot the camp again because they won the reward challenge.
And they take the pots.
The water pot, yeah. Krista was sent over this time to Morgan to take the pot. And Morgan was trying to get info out of her about Drake. But of course, Krista was trying the best to I'm here to take this pot. I'm going to leave. Bye. Like,
smart boy.
Yeah. I mean, again, you don't give the tribe to. We saw what happens with the tribe swap in the Amazon with the rocket science and Jenna.
Yeah. Like,
you don't give up too much information.
Yeah.
The immunity challenge here. The strongest member of each tribe must suspend the smallest member above the ocean using a rope and pulley system. The first person to drop the rope and have the spin tribe mate crash to the water would lose. So you've
This
got
was
all the tribe members lined up like tug of war, but at the other end is your lightest tribe member suspended.
this was fun. This was
Yeah.
entertaining.
And in timed intervals, they remove one player. So of course you got to figure out who's your anchor, and that's what it comes down to. It comes down to your anchors, Austin and Rupert. I mean, here's the thing. You know where Austin's head at this point. I'm surprised he lasted that long against Rupert.
Facts.
Like, he didn't want to be there. Didn't care. Why is he going to put his body through that? Like, and Rupert smokes him. Rupert smokes him. Rupert doesn't look like, I mean, he looks solid and he's clearly strong, but he doesn't look like he's super tall. Like, really, I mean, he's not muscly. He's just solid. Right?
Yeah.
And it was Dara up there for one of them. We'll get to Dara. We haven't even brought her up yet. You talk about, but her and her super Southern accent makes mine look like I live in New York City. Like,
that shit is fucking funny.
Dara's accent. Let's see. So yeah, it comes down to him and Rupert. Austin can't hold the rope, giving Drake immunity for the third time. Andrew has just decided that Lil is the least valuable tribe member and took plans to let Lena know she should generally be okay with losing her spot in the game because it would benefit the people that were remaining in the game. She should be okay with that. What a fucked up thing to do.
Horrible.
Yeah. Fucked up thing to do. Super fucked up thing.
Like, I know she's not your favorite, but that is a
I draw the line with that. Like that's that. But Andrews, and she asked just to let her. All she wanted was courtesy of like being told before tribal, and that doesn't happen. And Lil becomes the third person voted out. So
for now,
and we'll leave it at that. Well, that's the start of Pearl Islands. What do you think so far?
This season isn't really entertaining. And these first 3 episodes had a lot going on.
We got really dominant characters that are going to dominate the most of the season, which is good. Before we head out, first off, let them know where they can find you, what you got going on.
MJ DePlessis on all social media platforms. Catch me every Monday night, Netflix and Raw, right here. You can also catch me every other Thursday. Cole TV, learning the ropes, doing some great things over there. Shout out to XOJ, the OG and B-roll, for allowing me to do what I want over there and giving me reins. Also, soon enough, I will episode of Inner Circle with Wheels. Life just kind of life.
Life is life, man. For all of us.
Yeah. And like life is lifing. Soon enough, Queen's Court.
Yeah.
Us 3 will get together.
That's some point.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But you can find me, DadHat Wrestling, all social medias. One cool thing we got right there, that side.
Yeah.
See that QR code. Scan that QR code. It's going to take you to the Survivor Reignited TikTok page. Give us a follow, comment. Apparently, I got to stop posting certain things since we got another IP strike. And I'm like, okay, can't post that. So I'm going to have to edit some stuff. So make things a little bit easier so we don't get kicked out. But for Mike, I'm DadHat. We'll see you next time as we continue on with Pearl Islands.